So at Mohawk, as I mentioned earlier, we believe innovation is core to making more sustainable products. We work to innovate regenerative products through thoughtful design and efficient manufacturing that optimizes material use and expands post-consumer and sustainable content. We believe that front-end innovations like dematerialization and enhanced durability for extended product life is fundamentally the key to keeping materials out of landfills. Additionally, we employ a zero system waste framework, including renewable energy use to minimize our product's full life cycle impact. We also believe that we must create healthy environments where product life is extended through superior product performance and durability. And lastly, we educate end users about post-life cycle options for reducing environmental impact. Through our Recover program, we reclaim materials for a second and subsequent purpose through market-based solutions after an initial useful life.
That's great. Kellie, you want to talk a little bit about what Shaw is doing?
Sure, happy to, Jenn. Actually, I mentioned it also. Shaw's cradle-to-cradle design principles is what guides our efforts here around specifically recycling or the use of recycled content. Our public commitment is to fuel the circular economy with those safe, sustainable, cradle-to-cradle inspired products. That's our promise statement that really communicates that value, which lets us focus both on the use of recycled content in that innovative design of products today, and then design products to be able to be recycled at the end of their useful life on the floor. So it's on the front and the back end for sure. And as part of those efforts, Shaw has turned tens of billions of pounds of recycled plastic bottles into myriad flooring products. So we take waste and turn it into flooring products. And that would include our residential carpet fiber products, commercial carpet backings, where the color of the fiber is a little more challenging, and you can use those less valuable materials there. And then we have a brand new hybrid category flooring product. We've called it Reworks to represent that it's, its second time through the economy, which is really an example of a hard surface and soft surface hybrid product, lives really in that space between those two. And so many examples that we've developed using this cradle to cradle approach. And so for us, let's just talk about turning, bottles into fiber. That's on average, 2.5 billion plastic bottles in just 2021 alone. And we've also, part of that metric that you gave earlier, as an industry, Shaw alone has recycled almost 1 billion pounds of carpet since 2006. And we know that we cannot just focus on recycling and recycled content alone, because sustainability attributes of products are interconnected. And so I'm going to give 2 other examples of really other things to consider beyond just recycling, which is our focus here at Shaw on material health, which really makes sure that the materials that we're using in products are focused on health and well-being in their first life so that they earn that seat for that second life, right? So you don't want to make products out of things that you don't want circulating. And then Malisa mentioned it as well, which is the use of recycled content as a means to lower the carbon impact of products. That's a critical focus for us at Shaw, because virgin raw materials carry a very heavy carbon burden. And so when you can use those sources of recycled content, you can dramatically improve not only your recycling story, your recycled content, but you can also positively impact and reduce your carbon footprint.
Awesome. So Sarah, we're going to let you wrap up this question.
Absolutely. I'm going to piggyback off of both of them. Recycled content, definitely a focus for us. We were actually one of the first investors in recycled yarn and to launch a product with Aquafil back in 2009. And since then, we've really been working on our pathway to increase our design styles and collections. Also dematerialization, like Malisa mentioned. Our Deluxe series of carpets uses innovative yarn and tufting technology to deliver the same texture and aesthetics with less raw materials, and that's really important as we're looking at natural resources. We also leverage our global manufacturing and local supply chains to minimize carbon emissions by sourcing materials locally when possible and manufacturing their customers to reduce shipping distances. I'll also share something that is more Milliken corporate, but as a company, we continue to invest in cutting edge technologies. As we're all aware, and Kellie mentioned this too, each year we're using more and more materials, and most of it ends up in the landfill. And so to change that, we really need to move towards a circular economy. Where products are designed differently, resources are viewed differently by consumers, and we really need to shift towards a reuse and recycling mindset. Milliken actually invested in Cirque, which is a circular fashion company that has raised over 30 million. And so Cirque developed this revolutionary technology system that returns the clothes to the raw materials from which they were made. One thing great about Milliken is that our R&D work together. And so when we get new technology, we definitely see how we can all use it across divisions.
That's great.